Hi guys, this is Sonic Mainliner, Andreas, coming with another Vinyl Finds video, Vinyl Finds 94. I checked this time, I'm pretty sure it's 94. And I have a few records to show. There are some things that I bought from money that I accumulated on PayPal, from selling some other stuff, and I sort of filled up some gaps that I wanted filling up. I bought some things from Discogs and some things from Amazon that I found in a good price. And yeah, I still have two orders, well, actually four orders now on Norman Records. Some things I have back orders, and I think that what will probably happen is that just email them and say that, look, whatever is back ordered and whatnot, just put them in a different order and send me what you have, because I don't want to get like way too many things in one go. And probably I'll do another Vinyl Finds next week, most probably. But now there are few things like, well, for six things, but there's loads of records because there's two box sets. So anyway, what's playing in the background, I don't know if you can hear it or not. It's Talking Heads CD. Oh my god, yeah. It's sacrilege. Yeah, this is the version that has the CD and, sorry about the glare, CD and DVD of Fear of Music. Bought like, I don't know, ages ago when I didn't have a turntable and I wanted to collect music. But yeah, anyway, I got this for £5, so you know. I haven't checked the DVD one because it has the 5.1 digital yada 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 sound, but I don't have a surround sound and I don't have any way to play it back, so I don't know. Anyway, yeah, that's what's playing in the background if you are thinking about, you know, what the hell is that in the background. So yeah, the things that I'm going to show are like a bit disconnected, so yeah, it's modern stuff and new old stuff. And anyway, let me start with the, no, it's not the oldest bit of music, but yeah, there's recordings that are older than this. But this is something that I wanted for a long time. This is a band that I was introduced to from a compilation that came out like a couple of years ago, and I showed it, and it's well, yeah, so it's this one basically. It's Emerald Web, Dragon Wings and Wizard Tales. This is their first album from 1979. It did come out as an LP. These were all private pressings and, you know, whatnot, because if you're familiar with, if you've heard of Emerald Web, they were a new age band. It's two people. One, I think they were like a couple, Cat Apple and Bob Stoll. Here they are. And they play electronics and flutes and all these kinds of things that, you know, sort of make that new agey sound, if you like. And this is their first album. So I got a compilation from Dead Cert a couple of years ago that was not named after the band name. It was Cat and Bob Apple, blah, whatever. I think I have it here somewhere. Let's see if I can find it quickly enough. Should be never mind. Never mind. I should have pulled it before that. Is it? No. Should be here. It makes sense to be. Forget it. Anyway, it was a compilation from Dead Cert, and Chris Cole said that, oh yeah, Emerald Web, I really like these guys. you should check two albums out. One was this one, and the other one was Cat's Paw. Cat's Paw came out in 1986, and it was a cassette-only release, from what I understand. I don't know whether it has been reissued in any other format, but yeah, anyway. So yeah, this has been in the want list. I had checked it out. It was available on Spotify. Things come in and out of availability on Spotify. You know, you might find something, bookmark it, listen to it, and then say, oh yeah, I would like to listen to it again, and then it's not there anymore, which is really annoying. Anyway, yeah, really good electronic. Yeah, it is new age, but to my mind, new age is more like electronic music, and this is really good electronic music. This is a reissue, came out like this year, last year, or whatever, and yeah, it's Sebastian Talks. I have no idea what this is. Yeah, this is a US press, and as per usual, US pressings are a bit wobbly. This is a little bit wobbly. There's a wobbly factory apparently in the US that is pressing records. I don't know why. Yeah, US pressings are more prone to being wobbly than European ones. That's my experience. Other than that, it's really good. The music is really interesting, really good stuff. Yeah, do check them out. Emerald Web. Yeah. Their stuff is available on Finders Keepers as well, and Finders Keepers have released a compilation. That's why I wanted to show this actually. It's so annoying because it should be here-ish. Yeah, there you go. Found it. There you go. I knew I could find them. So this is the Stargate tapes on Finders Keepers. Excellent compilation, really worth checking out. And this is the one that I was introduced to the band by, which is Cat Apple and Bob Stoll, and it's called Sanctus Spiritus, which is like outtakes, really, but they're really good outtakes, really good stuff. I mean, highly recommend it as well if you can find it. I think that this one probably you will not be able to find. However, the Finders Keepers one, which is a double LP, is probably easier to source. So yeah, that is the first one I wanted to show. Second one is a long time want. I'm a big fan of Bob Dylan. I like his early period. We had a discussion about this with who was it? Ben. So Ben was saying that, oh yeah, you like Bob Dylan, you should check out the Basement Tapes, and I know a lot of people are raving about the Basement Tapes, but Bob Dylan to me is pretty much 60, 69, and you know, with the bootleg, the live, double live is like sort of where sort of my interest wears off. And I have some of his albums, not everything, from that period that was reissued from Sandazed in 2003 or 4, I don't remember, on mono, which are good pressings, really good sounding, but I always had my eye on the epic box set, which is this one. Now, this is a really good box set. This is really well made. Yeah, there is the albums themselves. Let me get one out. So the albums themselves are, yeah, the pressing is really good. It's the packaging, really. Look at this. This is like, you know, tip-on sleeves. It's heavy, kind of cardboard. Yeah, it's just beautiful. And yeah, this is, by the way, this is my favorite album from Bob. Yeah, I'm in first name terms with him. It's like, he's Bob, you know. He calls me Andreas, you know, we're friends. Whatever. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, I got the box set. It's really heavy. It's really good. I got it for, you know, a regular, like, sort of goodish price. And you know, I had money on in PayPal, so I said, what the hell, go for it. So yeah, yeah, I bought it. Now, if you're interested in buying this box set, I need to let you know about something. Now, you notice that the albums are in Blake sleeves. These Blake sleeves were added by me. When you buy the album, the LPs are loose in the box. Now, usually that shouldn't be a huge issue, but that means that they rub against each other. So what you get, and this is an old box set, this came out in 2010, I want to say, or maybe, unsure. 2011, at least that's what it says here. It's like it says 2011. So it's been around, it's been probably bumped here and there. I didn't have any problem with the albums themselves, but because, as I said, they didn't come with a shrink wrap or any other kind of protection. It means that they might get some ring wear. So yeah, if you can see here, there's a little bit of ring wear because they have been rubbing against each other for like 3 years. Maybe when it was like brand new, it might have not been a problem, but you know, over time, in a warehouse, moving here and there, things, you know. Here's another one. I don't know if you can see it. I don't want to take it out. So yeah, so I don't know if you can see here, there's like a little bit of, yeah, there's a bit of shelf wear, which is really from the box itself. And yeah, so which is a little bit disappointing because, you know, they could have shrink wrapped them. It shouldn't have been a big issue. And it's a deluxe kind of box. You would expect them to do a little bit, you know, a little bit better. I know that, for example, the Beatles mono box set that has all of the albums are in a protective sleeve, like a Blake sleeve, but this is not the case with this one. So that's a bit annoying. It's not a deal breaker. I mean, you know, I don't necessarily mind that much. It is, yeah, because it's barely visible. I mean, you know, if it was any worse, then I would say, oh, but yeah, I mean, I wouldn't, you know, send it back. And if you do buy them, get them in sleeves because they will get shelf wear within the box, which is funny. Anyway, and that is Bob Dylan. I mean, what can you say about the music? What can you say about that? The only thing I can say is that this is the period that I'm interested in. The pressing is really good. The packaging is really good. You know, unintentional, well, you know, the shelf wear will happen if, you know, you don't put in any kind of protection on them. And that's it. Yeah. Yeah, 13 minutes. So, another one that I have been contemplating on buying, and I was thinking of whether should I buy it on CD or should I buy the vinyl. This has been shown before. This is Hillsong and Malagasy. This is still sealed because I hadn't had time to open it and play it. But yeah, I'm familiar with the music because I have streamed it quite a few times. And this came out on Record Store Day. Big Star has shown this, and he was right to say that, you know what, Record Store Day, they usually, like, you know, reissue crap. Well, not crap, but, you know, for some people they have value, but it's stuff that don't really mean much. I mean, you know, how many issues of Rainbow albums do you need? How many issues of, you know, Fleetwood Mac albums do you need? there's enough of them. You can buy like, you know, a penny a dozen the originals. It doesn't really matter. This, however, is of value because the originals like cost an arm and a leg, and you know, you just don't get such a nice package. So yeah, I was thinking of whether should I buy it as an LP format or buy the 4CD version, which was like 17 quid. At the time that I was contemplating this, this box set was available anywhere between 90 quid and some crazy amounts. But I found a sealed copy. As you can see, it's still sealed, from a shop here in the UK, which is good because it meant that I didn't have to pay like, you know, a lot in shipping, and the price was pretty much the retail price, so sort of didn't make any sense not to buy it. So yeah, Spiritual Jazz. Gilson went to Madagascar, yeah, and he played there with local musicians, made 4 records. This is the output. Spiritual Jazz, great stuff. Yeah, I mean, absolute classic. Worth buying the CDs if you want to, if you're interested. You can still stream it as well. Yeah, that was a quick one. I haven't opened it yet, so yeah, I don't know what's inside. And now a long time want, again sticking with jazz. This is Elephant 9 and Doo Doo Voodoo from 2008. As I said, this is a long time want. I had the file since I read about this on Pitchfork Media. They had a really good review on this, and I don't know what you think about Pitchfork Media, but I like them. I mean, you know, doesn't have everything for everybody. It doesn't, you know, it has a wide audience, so you know, it's not like you know, it caters for very specific audiences. So they have like reviews from anything from dance music to black metal, which I respect in that sense that they treat that as music, so that is really good. And when they do a review, they're usually spot on. So yeah, I like Pitchfork Media. I had the files, I downloaded them illegally, and I wanted this album, and I found it on Discogs for a good price, and I picked it up. This is jazz. Has been released on Room Gramophone, and it's like acid-infused jazz with a little bit of progressive, just killer stuff, killer stuff. Doo Doo Voodoo, Elephant 9. Do check this one out. And because my channel is what it is, well, it's not the channel, it's who I am. There's black metal. You need to do the metal claw. Metal. Yeah, this is something that I had. I forgot to show last time. You might think that, oh, you've shown this before. Yes, this is an Inquisition record. I haven't shown this one before. This is the reissues, the official reissues of the Inquisition records. All come with this cover. It's very deluxe. What I showed before was the infernal regions of something. This one is the ominous doctrines of perpetual mystical macrocosm, and the original cover is, well, you can find the CD with this. Bloody hell! How can I show this? This is the original cover. So yeah. It's pentagram, you know, the whole shebang. Yeah, so these guys are, when I showed the other album, I was saying that they were Mexican. They're not Mexican. They are, now I will screw it up again. I think they are Peruvian or Colombian or something like that anyway. South American. They're South American. They are now living in the US, and all their albums are amazing. I need to get all of them, and it's black metal, and you know, it's very, they do have some elements of how do you call it now, folk music in some cases, folkish elements, but it's really good. This is the colored vinyl version, which annoys me, but yeah, screw that. And then finally another black metal album, recently reissued. Originally came out in 1993. This is Immortal and Pure Holocaust, out of Osmose Productions. And yeah, classic second wave of black metal from Norway. Is this Norway? Are they Norwegian or are they Swedish? I don't remember, to be honest, but yeah, it's classic stuff. Really good packaging, really good pressing, a bit wobbly, but good. Osmose is French company, and they reissued all of their material, all of their albums, the first albums anyway. They haven't re-released Mystical Moon Mysticism, which is the first one, which is really annoying. They had reissued it in 2010, and this is like the third reissue, and these are going really fast. You know, they come out and they disappear. Another point about Osmose Productions: if you're into metal and you live in Europe and you want to order from them, go ahead and order without any hesitation. Their packaging is immaculate. I haven't seen packaging this good ever. The record, this was a single album, and it was shipped in an oversized box. It's almost like pizza-sized box, and it had paper around it. Inside it had bubble wrap, and inside the bubble wrap they had like oversized you know, record holder, and you know, if your postman manages to damage that, you should congratulate him, honestly. Anyway, yeah, that's my update. It's like complete mess from a genre perspective, but that's me. Yeah, but you know, you can always like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you disliked it, leave a comment. I always respond, so you know, feel free. I mean, you know, I like the interaction, and you know, you can unsubscribe if you think that this was a complete waste of time, or subscribe if you think that this is the kind of thing that you're interested in, or stay subscribed for more of this kind of stuff. And I will be seeing you shortly, maybe, I don't know, we'll see. Cheers.